Today is October 17th, and we are at the 2009 Big Rivers Varsity Volleyball Tournament. River Falls is hosting this event, and the Hudson Raiders are going to be playing Rice Lake. Eau Claire North won the girls' conference this year. Hudson came in fourth. Sadoff is going to start off the Raiders today with serving. Score is 1-1. Elizabeth Gallardi sets it up to Amber Sadoff. Kristen Briggs puts it over. Rice Lake fires back. The score is 3-1 Rice Lake. Natalie Horseman puts it up to Amber Sadoff. And Natalie Horseman again. Another point for Rice Lake. Hudson's behind by 4, 5-1 Lakers. Not able to get it over. 6-1 Rice Lake. Ashlyn Farron puts it up and tips it over. And Rice Lake puts it in deep in Hudson's court. Timeout, Hudson. Score is 7-1 Rice Lake. Natalie Horseman to Elizabeth Gallardi, and Kristen Briggs puts it over. Horseman puts it up to Ashlyn Farron, and that's 4 hits for Hudson. Score is 8-1 Rice Lake. Out of bounds. Carrie Pelzel comes in for Brittany Aberlin. Carrie's going to serve. Rice Lake. Elizabeth Gallardi to Amber Sadoff to Natalie Horseman. The Raiders get it over. Score is 4-8. Rice Lake's ahead by 4. Carrie Pelzel still serving. Sadoff sets it up to Ashlyn Farron and to Natalie Horstman, and she gets it in. Another point for Hudson. They're now behind by 3. 5-8 Rice Lake. Out of bounds, Hudson. Out of bounds, Rice Lake. Elizabeth Gallardi is up to serve. Elizabeth's a senior. Rice Lake is ahead by 3. Score is 6-9 Rice Lake. Puts it up to Amber Sadoff, to Ashlyn Farron. And number 2 for Rice Lake was in the net. Kirsten Iverson comes in for Ashlyn Farron. Kirsten is also a senior. The score is 7-11. Rice Lake is ahead by 4. Right on the line for the Raiders. Point goes to Rice Lake. Ahead by 5, 7-12. Carrie Pelzel to Kirsten Iverson and to Steph Little. Carrie Pelzel puts it up to Iverson, to Natalie Horstman. Carrie Pelzel again to Iverson. Amber Sadoff hits it over. Point goes to Hudson. Brittany Eberlin comes back into the front row for Carrie Pelzel. And senior Natalie Horstman is up to serve. Rice Lake's ahead, 8-12. Horstman puts it up to Kirsten Iverson, and Amber Sadoff picks it out. Rice Lake is ahead by 5. The score is 8-13. Elizabeth Gallardi puts it up to Kirsten Iverson. And Brittany Eberlin tips it over. Elizabeth Gallardi to Natalie Horstman to Kirsten Iverson. Tipped over by Rice Lake. Hudson not able to retrieve it. Elizabeth Gallardi to Kirsten Iverson to Brittany Eberlin. Injured player on Rice Lake. Rice Lake is ahead, 15-8. Rice Lake serves it up. Elizabeth Gallardi takes it to Kirsten Iverson. And Amber Sadoff hits it over. Point goes to Hudson. Sophomore Steph Little is up to serve. Rice Lake hits it out of bounds. Hudson narrows the gap slightly. The score is 10-15. Steph Little puts it over. Hudson not able to pick it up. Attempt by the Raiders to save that one. Rice Lake pulls ahead 17-11. Elizabeth Gillardy sets it up to Kirsten Iverson, and Amber Sadoff hits it over. Nice block by Brittany Everlin. Natalie Horseman. The ball falls on Hudson's side. Rice Lake goes ahead by 7, scores 11-18. Brittany Everlin to Kirsten Iverson to Kristen Briggs. Natalie Horseman to Kirsten Iverson and Brittany Everlin. Everlin again gets it over. Everlin to Iverson to Sadoff. Elizabeth Gillardy puts it up. Kirsten Iverson, Kristen Briggs puts it over. Ball hits the net, and the Raiders aren't able to recover. Rice Lake's number 3 is serving. They're ahead 19-11. Natalie Horseman to Amber Sadoff, Brittany Everlin. 20-11, Rice Lake. It's a ball in the court, so this will be a do-over. Elizabeth Gillardy to Kirsten Iverson. Kristen Briggs gets it over. Natalie Horseman, Briggs tips it over. Hard hit by Rice Lake, and the Raiders save it. Elizabeth Gillardy puts it out of bounds. Lakers are ahead by 10. Score is 21-11. Natalie Horseman to Kirsten Iverson, Amber Sadoff, and she hits it out of bounds. Timeout Raiders. Two every time. Rice Lake's number 3 is still serving. Score is 22-11. Elizabeth Gillardy to Iverson. Rice Lake. Elizabeth Gillardy puts it up to Kirsten Iverson, and Kristen Briggs tips it over. Gillardy to Iverson to Briggs. Nice hit by Kristen Briggs. Ashlyn Farron comes into the front. And junior Amber Sadoff is up to serve. Rice Lake was called for a lift. Point goes goes to Hudson. The score is 12-23. Tips it over. Elizabeth Gallardi to Brittany Everland to Gallardi again. The Raiders not able to continue with that ball. This is a game point for the Lakers. The score is 12-24 Rice Lake. Rice Lake wins this one, 25-12. This is the second game in the Big Rivers Conference. Hudson lost to Rice Lake, 12-15 last game. Jamie Lindstrom puts it over, but Rice Lake blocked it. Rice Lake starts it off 1-0. Natalie Horseman puts it up to Elizabeth Gallardi, and Jamie Lindstrom hits it again. Gallardi again to Amber Sadoff. Kristen Briggs tips it over. Score is 1-1. Amber Sadoff is going to try and start off the Raiders today. Rice Lake is called for a lift. Point goes to Hudson. Hudson's ahead 2-1. Point goes to Rice Lake. Rice Lake's ball goes out of bounds. Hudson's ahead 3-2. Gallardi puts it up to Amber Sadoff. Kristen Briggs tips it over. A nice block by Kristen Briggs. Point goes to Hudson. Elizabeth Gallardi goes up to serve. Hudson's ahead 4-3. Natalie Horseman sets it up to Amber Sadoff to Ellie Schwartz. Rice Lake hits it out of bounds. Megan Kelly comes in to serve for Ellie Schwartz. Hudson's ahead 5-4. Megan Kelly hits it out of bounds. Point goes to Rice Lake. Elizabeth Gallardi puts it out. Megan Kelly wasn't able to retrieve it. Katrina puts it up to Megan Kelly. goes to Hudson. Score 6-5. Natalie Horseman is up to serve, and Jamie Lindstrom comes back into the front row. Natalie puts the Raiders ahead, 7-6. Horseman to Gallardi. Jamie Lindstrom puts it over. Elizabeth Gallardi to Megan Kelly to Steph Little. Point for the Raiders. Raiders go ahead by 2. Score is 8-6. Nice serve by Natalie Horseman. Timeout, Rice Lake.
She thinks that she's included.
Serving for the Raiders. Raiders are ahead by 3. The score is 9-6 Hudson. Tip, Megan Kelly puts it over. Elizabeth Gallardi to Steph Little. One of the Raiders went over the line. Raiders are ahead by 2. Score is 9-7. Natalie Horseman puts it up. And the Rice Lake is not able to get it back over. Kristen Briggs comes into the front row, and Stephanie Little goes up to serve. Service short. Elizabeth Gallardi comes back in. Jamie Lindstrom puts it up to Megan Kelly, and back to Lindstrom again. Nice hit by Jamie. Amber Sadoff puts it into the back corner. Hudson is still ahead by 3. Amber Sadoff goes back to serve, and Ellie Schwartz comes into the front row. Score is 11-8 Raiders. Rice Lake's number 10 is serving. She puts it to Natalie Horseman. Kristen Briggs puts it over. And that will be a do-over because the ball came into the court from the other court. Amber Sadoff puts it up to Jamie Lindstrom. Lake is behind by 1, scores 11-10. Natalie Horseman puts it up to Amber Sadoff to Ellie Schwartz. Ellie Schwartz tips it over. And that was in. Point goes to the Raiders. Trina Zenz goes into the back row to serve. She's a sophomore for Hudson. She was pulled up from the junior varsity team for this tournament. And Rice Lake hits it to the back line. Point goes to Rice Lake. Hudson's ahead 12-11. Sends to Horseman. Raiders not able to get it over. Rice Lake tied it up 12-12. Elizabeth Gillardy puts it up to Amber Sadoff, and then Natalie Horseman puts it over. Rice Lake goes ahead 13-12. To the Raiders, and Elizabeth Gillardy goes to the back. Steph Little comes in to the front. Amber Sadoff puts it up to Ellie Schwartz. Nice hit by Schwartz. That puts the Raiders ahead by 1, 14-13. Gillardy is still serving. Score is 15-13. Hudson. Raiders. Elizabeth Gillardy to Amber Sadoff to Natalie Horseman. She tips it over. Steph Little puts it over. Trina Zenz to Amber Sadoff. Steph Little tips it. Trina Zenz to Amber Sadoff. Natalie Horseman puts it over. Hudson's ahead 17-13. Timeout, Lakers. Hudson's ahead by 4. That's blocked by the Raiders. Point goes to Hudson. Score is 18-13. Hudson's ahead by 5. Gillardy is still up. Blocked by Steph Little. Saved by Elizabeth Gillardy. Natalie Horseman to Amber Sadoff to Ellie Schwartz. That's blocked by the Raiders. Puts them ahead 19-13. Hudson's ahead by 6. Goes to Rice Lake. Trina Zenz puts it out. Natalie Horseman puts it up to Amber Sadoff. Ellie Schwartz sets it over. bounds, Rice Lake. Megan Kelly comes in to serve. Raiders are ahead by 5. The score is 20-15. Megan is a senior for the Raiders. Elizabeth Gillardy to Kelly. Steph Little. And that goes off the hands of the Raiders. Score is 20-16 Raiders. Elizabeth Gillardy to Kelly, to Amber Sadoff. Out of bounds, Rice Lake. Jamie Lindstrom comes into the front row. And Natalie Horseman is back to serve. Nice hit by Lindstrom. Rice Lake not able to hit that one. Score is 22-16. Another nice hit by Lindstrom. 23-16 Raiders. Natalie Horseman still serving. And this will be a do-over. Ball came in from the other court. Megan Kelly puts it up to Amber Sadoff. She sets it over. Natalie Horseman to Megan Kelly to Amber Sadoff. This will be a do-over. There was a discrepancy in the judging. Score is 23-16 Hudson. Blocked by the Raiders. Out of bounds, Rice Lake. This is game point for the Raiders. And that ball goes into the net. 24-17 Hudson. Rice Lake makes some substitutions. Number 9 for Rice Lake will be serving. Natalie Horseman puts it up to Megan Kelly, and Jamie Lindstrom hits it over. That's the game. Hudson wins this one, 25-17. This is game number 3 against Rice Lake. Hudson lost to Rice Lake during the first game by a score of 12-25. Second game, Hudson won 25-17. Now this is number 3. This is the Big Rivers Conference game tournament. Rice Lake won the toss. They will start the serve. First serve goes to Natalie Horseman. She puts it up to Amber Sadoff, and Jamie Lindstrom takes the first point. Amber Sadoff starts off the Raiders with serving. Elizabeth Gillardy puts it up to Sadoff. Kristen Briggs puts it over. Score is 2-0 Hudson. Sets it back. Kristen Briggs tips it. Elizabeth Gillardy puts it up to Ellie Schwartz. And double hit by Jamie Lindstrom. Score is 2-1. Hudson's ahead by 1. Natalie Horseman to Sadoff to Ellie Schwartz. Nice hit by Ellie. Katrina Zenz comes into the back row. Natalie Horseman. Kristen Briggs has a nice tip. Natalie Horseman to Amber Sadoff. To Natalie Horseman again. Katrina Zenz to Kristen Briggs to Natalie Horseman. Out of bounds, Rice Lake. That puts Hudson ahead 4-1. Katrina Zenz serving. Elizabeth Gillardy to Amber Sadoff, to Ellie Schwartz. That was blocked by Rice Lake. Kristen Briggs puts it up. Point goes to Rice Lake. Score is 4-2. Raiders are ahead by 2. Puts it up and over. Elizabeth Gillardy to Sadoff to Natalie Horseman. Out of bounds, Rice Lake. Raiders pull ahead by 3. The score is 5-2. Elizabeth Gillardy goes back to serve. Out of bounds, Rice Lake. Schwartz puts it up to Amber Sadoff, and Natalie Horseman unable to get it over. Raiders are ahead 6-3. Elizabeth Gillardy to Amber Sadoff to Natalie Horseman. Elizabeth Gillardy to Sadoff to Steph Little. Nice hit by Little. Megan Kelly coming back in to serve. Raiders are ahead by 4, 7-3. Timeout, Rice Lake. Megan Kelly is up to serve. Raiders are ahead 7-3. Rice Lake's number 17 is up to serve. Amber Sadoff to Megan Kelly to Steph Little. Katrina Zenz to Megan Kelly to Steph Little. Nice hit by Little. Raiders go ahead 8-4. Jamie Lindstrom comes back into the front row. And Natalie Horseman is up to serve for the Raiders. Horseman to Megan Kelly to Amber Sadoff. Rice Lake puts it out of bounds. Correction, that was hit out of bounds by the Raiders. Double hit by Ghilardi. Rice Lake narrows the gap. The score is now 8-7. The Raiders are ahead by 1. Elizabeth Ghilardi to Megan Kelly, to Elizabeth Ghilardi again. Rice Lake ties it up. Score is 8-8. Natalie Horseman to Kelly to Little. Ghilardi sets it over. Nice block by Lindstrom, but it goes out of bounds. Timeout, Raiders. Rice Lake has gone ahead, 9-8. Puts it up to Kelly, to Lindstrom. Jamie Lindstrom goes in the net. Point goes to Rice Lake. Hudson's behind now by 2. Sorry, by 3. The score is 11-8. Oh, they fixed it. It's 10-8. Nice hit by Lindstrom, or Rice Lake hits it out of bounds. Steph Little goes back to serve, and Kristen Briggs comes into the front row. Score is 10-9. Hudson is behind by 1. That one's tipped over the net. Hudson's not able to recover. 11-9 Rice Lake. Natalie Horseman to Megan Kelly. Amber Sadoff goes back to serve. Natalie Horseman. Raiders unable to recover. Timeout, Raiders. Hudson trails 13-10. Rice Lake Warriors are ahead by 3. Amber Sadoff puts it up to Ellie Schwartz. Elizabeth Gillardi to Sadoff to Briggs, to Sadoff, to Briggs again. This is game point for Rice Lake. Score is 14-10. Rice Lake is ahead by 4. Natalie Horseman to Kristen Briggs. Raiders not able to recover. Game goes to Rice Lake. The match goes to Rice Lake. Rice Lake beat Hudson 2 games to 1. Final game score was 15-10. The second match of the 2009 Big Rivers Conference. Hudson Raiders are now playing Superior. The Raiders were defeated by Rice Lake 2 games to 1 in the first match. Front row is made up of Amber Sadoff, Jamie Lindstrom, and Kristen Briggs. Back row is Ellie Schwartz, Elizabeth Gillardi, and Natalie Horseman. Superior hit it to the back line of Hudson. Superior goes ahead 2-0. Schwartz, Kristen Briggs tips it over. Elizabeth Gillardi to Amber Sadoff to Jamie Lindstrom. Nice hit by Lindstrom. Horseman, Sadoff tips it over. And Ellie Schwartz hits it out of bounds. Hudson trails 3-0. Horseman to Amber Sadoff. She tips it over. And Superior hits it out of bounds. Amber is going to try and start off the Raiders with serving. The Raiders are behind by 2. Score is 3-1 Superior. Natalie Horseman to Amber Sadoff to Ellie Schwartz. Elizabeth Gillardi to Sadoff. Nice hit by Jamie Lindstrom. Raiders have narrowed the gap. It's now 3-2. That ball was called on the line. So the Raiders tied up 3-3. Elizabeth Gillardi to Amber Sadoff to Kristen Briggs. And Natalie Horseman hits it out. Superior goes back ahead 4-3. Pelzel comes in to serve for Jamie Lindstrom. can't save that, and Elizabeth Gillardy. Kristen Briggs tips it over. Nice tip by Kristen Briggs. Carrie Pelzel serving again. The score is 5-4 Raiders. Hudson's ahead by 2, 6-4. Elizabeth Gillardy puts it up to Sadoff, and Natalie Horseman puts it over. Score is 6-5. Ties it up 6-6. Elizabeth Gillardy up. This is a do-over. Ball from the other court. Elizabeth Gillardy to Amber Sadoff to Ellie Schwartz, and Superior hits it out. Steph Little comes into the front row while Elizabeth Gillardy goes to the back to serve. Score is tied at 7-7. Carrie Pelzel puts it up to Amber Sadoff, Steph Little, and it's blocked. One of the Raiders was in the net. Superior goes ahead 8-7. Carrie Pelzel to Amber Sadoff to Natalie Horseman. That goes out of bounds. Score is 9-7. Carrie Pelzel to Amber Sadoff to Ellie Schwartz. Carrie Pelzel to Sadoff to Natalie Horseman. Nice hit by Natalie. And one of the Superior girls was in the net. Kirsten Iverson comes in to serve for Ellie Schwartz. Raiders are behind by 1. The score is 8-9 Superior. Elizabeth Gillardy to Iverson to Little. Nice hit by Steph Little. Jamie Lindstrom comes in to the front row for Carrie Pelzel, and Natalie Horseman is serving. Jamie Lindstrom to Kirsten Iverson to Lindstrom again. Natalie Horseman to Iverson. Sadoff not able to get it over. Point goes to Superior. Superior's ahead by 2. Score is 9-11 Superior. Natalie Horseman to Kirsten Iverson. ahead by 3, 9-12. Ghilardi to Iverson to Amber Sadoff. And that goes off the Superior girl. Kristen Briggs comes back into the game. Stephanie Little is serving. Score is 13-10. Superior is ahead by 3. Natalie Horseman to Iverson to Sadoff. Horseman again to Iverson. Jamie Lindstrom puts it in the net. Timeout, Raiders. 8. Superior leads by 3. The score is 14-10. Elizabeth Ghilardi digs it. Kirsten Iverson and Amber Sadoff. Ghilardi again to Iverson to Kristen Briggs. (15-10) Superior. Out of bounds. Ellie Schwartz comes in to the game. And Amber Sadoff is going to try and get some more points here. Elizabeth Ghilardi to Sadoff to Jamie Lindstrom. Nice hit by Lindstrom. Horseman to Sadoff to Ellie Schwartz. Nice tip by Kristen Briggs. Elizabeth Ghilardi to Sadoff to Briggs. Raiders are trying to catch up. The score is 15-12. Superior is ahead by 3. Natalie Horseman to Sadoff to Jamie Lindstrom. Nice hit by Lindstrom. Spartans were in the net. Amber Sadoff still serving. Out of bounds by the Spartans. Raiders are behind by 1. Score is 15-14, Superior. Natalie Horseman to Amber Sadoff to Jamie Lindstrom. Sadoff to Schwartz to Lindstrom again. And the Raiders tied up 15-15. Amber Sadoff still serving. Go ahead by 1, 16-15. Ellie Schwartz to Ghilardi to Schwartz again. She puts it in the net. 17-15, Superior. Natalie Horseman. And Jamie Lindstrom puts it over. by Ghilardi and Lindstrom. Superior tips it over. Widen the lead. Scores 18-15 Spartans. Elizabeth Ghilardi to Natalie Horseman. Ellie Schwartz puts it over. Ghilardi again to Sadoff, and Kristen Briggs puts one over. Ghilardi again to Sadoff, to Schwartz. Natalie Horseman sets it up to Sadoff. And that's 4 hits for Hudson. Pull ahead by 4. The score is 19-15 Superior. Ghilardi to Sadoff to Schwartz. And Jamie Lindstrom hits it out of bounds. Natalie Horseman to Elizabeth Ghilardi. Ellie Schwartz puts it out. Score is 21-15. The Spartans are ahead by 6. Timeout Raiders. Hudson Raiders trail by 6. The score is 21-15 Superior. And Jamie Lindstrom puts it over, and the Spartans are unable to return it. Carrie Pelzel comes in to serve. Score is 21-16 Superior. Pelzel was up to serve and it went out of bounds. Score is 22-16. Elizabeth Ghilardi to Pelzel to Ghilardi again. Natalie Horseman to Ellie Schwartz. She sets it over. Superior puts it in the net. Elizabeth Ghilardi goes back to serve. And Stephanie Little comes into the front row. Ghilardi to Megan Kelly. Natalie Horseman. Nice attempt by Elizabeth Ghilardi. Score is 23-17. Superior is ahead. Carrie Pelzel to Megan Kelly to Natalie Horseman. Elizabeth Ghilardi to Ellie Schwartz to Natalie Horseman. That goes out of bounds. This is game point for the Spartans. Carrie Pelzel to Kelly to Little. Natalie Horseman to Megan Kelly. And back to Horseman again. The Spartans put it out of bounds. Amber Sadoff comes back in. And so does Kirsten Iverson. And Iverson's up to serve. The score is 24-18 Spartans. Carrie Pelzel to Iverson to Amber Sadoff. Kristen Iverson puts it over. Iverson to Sadoff to Natalie Horseman. Gallardi to Iverson to Sadoff. Out of bounds, Raiders. Spartans win 25-19. First game of the match. This is the second game of the second match of the 2009 Big Rivers Conference Tournament. Hudson lost to Superior. Last game, Megan Kelly is starting off the Raiders. She puts the Raiders ahead, 1-0. Finds the gap with that ball. That puts the Spartans ahead by 1. The score is 2-1 Superior. Natalie Horseman to Megan Kelly to Kristen Briggs. Nice save by Jamie Lindstrom. Lindstrom puts it up. Megan Kelly. One of the Raiders is in the net. Natalie Horseman to Megan Kelly. Jamie Lindstrom puts it over. Gallardi to Kelly to Ashlyn Farron. Katrina Zenz comes in to serve for Jamie Lindstrom. Katrina Zenz to Kelly. Ahead, 4-2. Natalie Horseman puts it in the net. Spartans move ahead by 3. Score is 5-2 Spartans. Natalie Horseman to Megan Kelly to Elizabeth Gallardi. And Superior goes into the net. Elizabeth Gallardi goes back to serve for the Raiders. Stephanie Little comes into the front row. Natalie Horseman to Megan Kelly to Ashlyn Farron, and Superior blocks that. And Megan Kelly, and to Horseman again. Nice block by Steph Little. Amber Sadoff comes into the front for Megan Kelly. ball comes in for Ashlyn Farron. And that went off the fingertips of Natalie Horseman. Spartans go ahead, 7-4. Gilardi to fall, and the ball was in the net. Out of bounds. Point goes to the Raiders. Jamie Lindstrom comes back into the front. Elizabeth Gilardi to Ashley Fall, to Amber Sadoff. Out of bounds by Gilardi. Score is 9-6 Spartans. Natalie Horseman to Ashley Fall, Jamie Lindstrom, and it goes out of bounds by Superior. Kristen Briggs comes into the front for the Raiders, and Stephanie Little is serving. Natalie Horseman to Ashley Fall to Jamie Little. That was touched by the Spartans before it went out. Score is now 8-9. And that ball went out of bounds. Superior's ahead by 2. Elizabeth Gilardi to Ashley Fall to Amber Sadoff. Nice hit by Sadoff. Megan Kelly comes in to serve, and so does Ashlyn Farron. She comes into the front row. Score is 9-10. Raiders trail by 1. And that's out of bounds by Superior. Kelly serves it out. Raiders lead by 2. Scores 13-11. Horseman to Briggs to Farron. Elizabeth Gilardi to Megan Kelly. Jamie Lindstrom puts one over. Hudson leads by 1, 13-12. Gilardi to Kelly. Kristen Briggs. Horseman to Kelly. Jamie Lindstrom puts it over. And that's 4 hits for the Raiders. Score is tied 13-13. Spartans go ahead by 1. Score is 14-13. Natalie Horseman puts it up to Megan Kelly, and Natalie Horseman puts it over. Kelly to Farron, and Briggs puts it in the net. Timeout, Hudson Raiders. Score is 15-13. Superior leads by 2. Natalie Horseman to Kelly, to Ashlyn Farron, and she hits it out. Horseman to Kelly, to Briggs. That also went out of bounds. Score is 17-13. Superior leads by 4. Elizabeth Gallardi puts it up, and Superior got called for a lift. Katrina Zenz is up to serve. To Kelly, to Ashlyn Farron. Zenz to Kelly again. Natalie Horseman puts it in. Trina Zenz is serving. And Superior hits it out. Score is 13-17. Raiders trail by 4. Megan Kelly puts it up to Ashlyn Farron, and she gets it to Kristen Briggs. Zenz again to Kelly, and Kristen Briggs puts it over. Superior girl who had her foot over the line. Point goes to the Raiders. Elizabeth Gallardi is up to serve, and Stephanie Little comes into the front row. And that's out of bounds, Spartans. Hudson now trails by 3. The score is 18-15, Superior. Nice tip by Ashlyn Farron. Hudson trails by 2. Another block by Farron. Score is 17-18. This is timeout, Spartans. Elizabeth Gallardi serving. Score is 17-18, Spartans. One of the Raiders is in the net. Spartans lead by 2. Score is 19-17, Superior. Trina Zenz to Megan Kelly. Natalie Horseman sends it over. Megan Kelly. Another point for Superior. They lead by 3. The score is 17-20, Superior. Nice hit by Steph Little. Trina Zenz, Megan Kelly. Natalie Horseman puts it over. Nice hit by Steph Little. Amber Sadoff comes into the front. And Ashley Fall comes in to serve. Score is 18-20. Raiders trail by 2. Out of bounds, Superior. (19-20) Superior. Steph Little put it over, and Superior not able to bring it back. Raiders tie this up. Score is 20-20. Ashley Fall and Natalie Horseman work together to put that over. Point goes to the Raiders. Hudson leads now 21-20. Elizabeth Gillardi to Ashley Fall. And Superior girl in the net. Ashley Fall still serving. Score is 22-20, and this is timeout for Spartans. Hudson Raiders lead by 2. The score is 22-20. Ashley Fall is serving. Trina Zenz to Ashley Fall to Amber Sadoff, and that goes out of bounds. Hudson leads by 1, 22-21. Trina Zenz to Fall to Sadoff. Gillardi to Fall to Sadoff again. Natalie Horseman and Steph Little block that ball. And Jamie Lindstrom comes back into the front. Natalie Horseman goes to the back to serve. The score is 23-21. Raiders lead by 2. Ashley Fall put it over. Fall again. Natalie Horseman to Fall to Lindstrom. Ashley Fall, Lindstrom again, puts it in the net. Score is 23-22, Superior trails by 1, and this goes in the net. This is game point for Hudson. Steph Little is up to serve. Kristen Briggs comes into the front row. Ashley Fall to Amber Sadoff. Jamie Lindstrom puts it right in deep into the Superior's court. Game for Hudson. Match is tied, 1 game apiece. The match against Superior and Hudson is tied, 1 game apiece. Hudson won that last game at a score of 25-22. Amber Sadoff starts off the Raiders. Gilardi to Sadoff to Ellie Schwartz. Out of bounds. Point goes to Hudson. Nice hit by Jamie Lindstrom. Elizabeth Gilardi to Sadoff to Briggs. Horseman to Sadoff to Jamie Lindstrom. Tip by Briggs. Gilardi. Sadoff to Schwartz. Point for Superior. Score is tied, 1-1. Natalie Horseman to Amber Sadoff to Jamie Lindstrom. And that's in. Point goes to Hudson. Katrina Zenz comes back into the game. Nice tip by Kristen Briggs. Hudson leads 3-1. Nice block by Ellie Schwartz. Katrina Zen serving. Score is 4-1. And that goes out of bounds. And that's also out of bounds. Point goes to Hudson. Hudson leads by 3, 5-2. Elizabeth Gilardi is serving for the Raiders. Trina Zenz. Natalie Horseman hit it over. Gilardi to Sadoff to Ellie Schwartz. Hudson Raiders lead by 4. Score is 6-2. Elizabeth Gilardi serving for the Raiders. One of the Spartans was in the net. Point goes to Hudson. Score is 7-2. Gilardi puts it up to Sadoff, Natalie Horseman, and that's blocked by the Spartans. Krista Diedrich for Superior's up to serve. Katrina Zenz, Sadoff to Little. comes in to serve. Ellie Schwartz leaves the game. Score is 8-3. Hudson leads by 5. Natalie Horseman to Iverson to Amber Sadoff. Iverson serving again. Score is 9-3. Glardy to Iverson to Horseman. Glardy to Iverson again to Amber Sadoff, and she tips it over. Steph Little makes that tip. Score is 10-3. Raiders lead by 7. Timeout, Spartans. Kirsten Iverson serving for the Raiders. Score is 11-3. Hudson leads by 8. This is the second game of the match against Superior. I'm sorry, this is the third game of the match. And out of bounds, Raiders. Score is 11-14. Katrina Zenz to Iverson. One of the Spartans in the net. Point goes to the Raiders. Jamie Lindstrom comes back in to the front. And Natalie Horseman is up to serve. Attempted block by the Raiders. Score is 12-5. Hudson leads by 7. Glardy to Iverson. Score is 12-6. Steph Little to Iverson to Amber Sadoff. Spartans are narrowing the gap. That's out of bounds. Steph Little is up to serve. Out of bounds, Raiders. This is a do-over. There was a discrepancy in the officiating. Natalie Horseman to Iverson to Amber Sadoff. And that's out of bounds. Point for the Spartans. This is Lindsay Schold for Superior. She's serving. Score is 13-8. Hudson leads by 5. Glardy to Iverson. Glardy sets it over. That ball was attempted to be blocked by the Raiders. (9-13). Raiders lead by 4. Spartans are narrowing the gap. Timeout, Raiders. 14-7. Superior's Lindsay Scholl is serving. Elizabeth Glardy puts it up to Kirsten Iverson, and she hits it to Amber Sadoff. Natalie Horseman to Iverson to Lindstrom. Elizabeth Glardy puts it up to Iverson, and Kristen Briggs puts a nice one over for the Raiders. This is game point for the Raiders. Ellie Schwartz comes into the front row, and Amber Sadoff serving. Score is 11-14. Because it's the third game, it only goes to 15. Elizabeth Glardy to Amber Sadoff to Ellie Schwartz. She tips it over. The game and the match goes to Hudson. Hudson wins 15-11.